When you get out of jail, he's up front. Under Sheriff Santa Steven is my supervisor's name. You can come and talk to him then. It's not being mean, I'm telling you the way it is, okay? You had your chance, okay? Shut up and listen, okay? It's not time for you to talk, it's time for you to listen, because I'm done with your bullshit.
This officer isn't giving his detainee a chance to speak, but it's not out of frustration like it might seem. No, like so many other cases we've covered, Officer Trujillo of Los Animas PD has something to hide, and his manner of conduct is far more problematic than anyone would like to admit.
This could have all been prevented, okay? Simple. I roll up to see who the hell is parked behind my deputy, because I don't know who it is, and you start acting like a dickhead, okay? No, bullshit.
On November 29th, 2022, Kenneth Espinoza was following his son Nathaniel to get his vehicle serviced, but Nathaniel was unexpectedly flagged down by the officer driving in front of him. They both veered to the side of the road to clear the way for traffic.
Hold that dog.
Allie, get back. Can I ask why you're a little snippy? What's the problem is?
What's the problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're following too closely. Can't you see the roads are icy? There's no reason for you to be doing that.
Brakes in the ice.
It's not good. Don't tell me how I should be driving. Okay, I'm in a marked. All right, well, that doesn't give you the right to follow a marked patrol car close like that. What if I had to stop?
Immediately, Deputy Noel tries to make Nathaniel's statement bigger than it really was. Somebody was looking for an argument, and he wasn't the only one. Noel's lieutenant was arriving on scene and had something to say about the other vehicle parked at a safe distance, 75 feet away.
Do you need to be behind this traffic stop?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
It's my son right there. He was following me to pull.
Okay, he's on a traffic stop, though. You don't need to be behind it.
Well, you gotta be.
That's what we get paid to do, to pull people over.
You don't get paid to be a.
And you don't either, okay? I don't gotta put up with your. Okay, I asked you a simple question.
Kenneth makes direct eye contact with the body camera on Lieutenant Trujillo and follows his gut as the argument continues to escalate. A second perspective never hurt anyone, right?
In fact, you need to leave now or you're gonna get charged. It's that easy. I'm recording too. You need to go.
No, I don't. I'm waiting on my son.
All right,
He's
fine.
right back.
To be clear, Kenneth was not violating any traffic laws when he chose to stop a safe distance away. Based on the benign nature of the alleged traffic violation, both men should have been able to continue their business as usual after the ticket was written. But because Officer Trujillo didn't like hearing the word no, he had to rewrite the reality of the situation in order to rectify this perceived slight.
Right back to Wilson.
Leave. Leave. That's the part. Stay. Hey, stop. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car.
Off camera, Trujillo flags Noel to stop Kenneth after he complies with their commands. In under a second, Noel has his pistol leveled on him as he shouts a conflicting order. It couldn't be more clear how confused Kenneth was in this moment. Anyone would be, but he tries to play it cool and catch up with what just happened. Unfortunately for him, the officers had no interest in giving him that chance.
Get out the car.
What are you gonna do? You gonna?
SD4, give me the radio. Get out the car. 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 Get out the car.
Get out of the car!
Hey, Nate, do you see this?
Car.
Do you see this?
Get out of the car!
Do you see this? Are you recording?
Yeah, we're recording it.
Yeah.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
I ain't doing anything.
But his input had nothing to do with it. The officers had already settled on what was going to occur. With his horrified son watching from a distance, Kenneth shouted for him to contact any help he could muster.
Stay
Patrol. Patrol has nothing to do with anything. Okay, they don't have jurisdiction over us. Get out of the car now. No.
I got my truck.
I don't give a put it in park.
I just did, pal.
That was awesome. Don't pull away from me.
I'm not.
You're gonna get lit up.
I'm not.
Okay, you're gonna get lit up.
Breaking my arm, man. Hold on, I'm gonna get out. Get out the fucking car. I'm complying with that.
Complying with every command, performing actions before they even demanded it, and not giving them a single reason to escalate further. As Trujillo held his arm in place, Noel rounded the vehicle and entered through the passenger side door, leveling his stun gun on him and repeating that same futile fiat.
I'm not. Get out the car, man. I'm trying. Get back over there now.
I'm trying. You just stay there and record. Then you guys
Get out.
hold on.
Now.
The deputy wasn't jabbing the stun gun into Kenneth just to be intimidating. The Axon stun guns that Los Animas PD employed had a drive stun function, which meant that even without a cartridge, the weapon could be used like a traditional taser. He knew that Kenneth couldn't escape. His lieutenant was blocking the door. This was an unrelenting example of police brutality.
I'm not. Get out. Turn around and face the truck. You're under arrest.
Okay, guys.
Put your hands behind your
Settle
back.
down.
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm going. Put your hands.
But this pair was already known for that. Not 2 weeks before this traffic stop, Los Animas PD settled on a court case centered around them. That incident came after they were tasked with escorting a deaf woman from a hospital to a nearby mental health facility. But when they arrived, they forcibly removed her ACL translator from the patient room and handcuffed her to the hospital bed before violently wheeling her to their patrol vehicle. This was how they got their kicks, and because Trujillo was third in command, their debauchery often ran unchecked.
So let's go. Let's go. In there.
You need to settle down.
Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in when you are do the Get now. Damn. Now.
While Kenneth struggled to keep his footing, Lieutenant Trujillo leveled his stun gun on him and fired. One of the prongs struck Kenneth in the mouth and drew blood, but still, they continued to bombard him with commands that he couldn't keep up with.
Get out. Now. Get out the car. Okay. This is how it's going to work. Okay? You're going to do what you're told to do, and that's it. Stand up. Stand up. Up against the car. Spread your feet.
This is ridiculous.
Well, quit acting like an idiot.
I mean, that's how I something. You guys shot me right in the goddamn face.
And when more unnecessary backup arrived, they spared no time in taking charge of the narrative.
Runs it while I'm holding on to the car. So I had him at gunpoint. Then he puts the car in reverse, backs up almost hits Henry's car while I'm still holding on to the car.
So I tased him, but he fell back. So one hit him here, one hit him in the chin or something. So we'll have Matt come and take a look at him.
Kenneth didn't receive medical attention at the scene. He didn't receive it at the hospital. He wasn't even taken to the hospital, as procedure would dictate.
Gonna stop me and put your truck in gear and try to drive away?
No, he told me to drive away.
You just said he told you to stop.
He told me to drive away, and then you were yelling, no, stop him. So he started pounding on the hood of my pickup.
Okay. So basically you were doing what you wanted to do, right? Just like you've done this whole time. Okay.
There could not be a more ironic statement coming from him. This honorable lieutenant wasn't nearly as honorable as he led others to believe.
What happened?
He shot me in the face with my handcuffs on.
Okay. He got tased. He didn't get shot.
Okay.
So there's a difference between being shot and being tased.
Do you want to go to the hospital to get checked out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take him.
Okay.
You want to just take his stuff inside?
I don't want to stand up, right?
Yeah, I'll take him.
You guys,
I don't care what you want. Let's go.
I want another transport.
Stand up.
Come on, huh?
It's not Burger King, pal. You don't get what you want.
In 1998, he was charged with disorderly conduct and harassment with a weapon, and again in 2006. In 2009, he was forced from Los Animas PD after a domestic abuse charge arose. This charge even barred him from possessing a firearm. But in 2016, he was rehired. A formal background check was never taken, and he didn't disclose the 3 other domestic charges he had accrued in the time between. But the problematic behavior didn't stop there. In June 2023, he attacked a 15-year-old motorist after the young man threw a middle finger in his direction. He was placed on paid administrative leave only after this incident, just as Kenneth Espinosa's lawsuit was picking up full steam.
He was tased approximately 35 times, including once in the face. One of the probes went actually into his mouth. He has what look like snake bites all over this side of his body. He's got one on his leg that you can see.
But the moment didn't only affect Kenneth. His son was just as traumatized by the escalation that blindsided them both.
I can still see them pointing the gun at my father and just watching time stop. It just wasn't right. And I asked for justice, man, you know?
If only the sheriff's office had looked into his background and seen the multiple restraining orders against him, the threats, the intimidation, the stalking, would their decision have been any different in hiring him? Or maybe they were really just protecting him, like they protect so many of their employees.
You know, I turned in a harassment charge here about a month ago. I've never heard anything about it. This code enforcement officer of ours. You know, familiar with him?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. You know he's a felon, right?
Charles Champney is accused of starting the 2022 fire that burned nearly 3,000 acres and destroyed hundreds of thousands of dollars in property. But
they're covering for
Okay,
it.
hold on.
No,
We're
wait,
not
no.
here for that today.
I'm calling you here for
one
that.
thing at a time.
The Pueblo County Sheriff's Office conducted a third-party investigation into the use of force used by 2 Los Animas County deputies. Tonight, both of those deputies are without a job.
On September 11th, 2023, both Lieutenant Trujillo and Deputy Knoll were removed from service, pending decertification of their peace officer licenses. Kenneth Espinosa's federal case against Trujillo is still pending, and that code enforcement officer was put on paid administrative leave for 3 months before returning to work, under the caveat that he no longer step foot at the city burn pit. The charges have since been dropped, but that one condition really says it all, doesn't it? You know the deal. It's an exclusive club, and none of us are invited.